Printer Security: How to Protect Your Data. Title: Printer Security: How to Protect Your Data. Introduction: 100 words. In today's digital age, printer security has become a critical concern. Many businesses and individuals overlook the vulnerability of their printers, leaving them susceptible to cyber threats and potential data breaches. This article aims to raise awareness on the importance of printer security and provides practical tips to safeguard your data. By implementing these measures, you can ensure the sensitive information remains protected, whether it is personal documents or confidential business data. Understanding printer vulnerabilities: 200 words. Printer vulnerabilities arise from various factors. Modern printers often possess advanced features such as Wi-Fi connectivity, cloud printing, and mobile printing, which increase convenience but increase the potential for security breaches. Additionally, printers store digital copies of documents in their internal memory, which can be accessed by skilled hackers. Furthermore, printers connected to a network present an avenue for cybercriminals to infiltrate and exploit network security weaknesses. Tips for printer security: 1,100 words. 1. Keep your printer firmware up to date. 150 words. Regularly updating your printer firmware is essential for addressing security vulnerabilities and fixing any bugs. Manufacturers periodically release firmware updates to enhance printer security. By checking for and installing these updates, you can ensure that your printer's security features are up to date. Most modern printers provide options for automatic firmware updates, making the process more convenient. 2. Password protection: 200 words. Change the default password on your printer to a strong, unique password. Most printers have a built-in administration panel accessible via a web interface, which allows you to modify settings and enable security features. Ensure that your password meets the recommended guidelines for strong passwords, a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. 3. Secure network configuration: 200 words. When connecting your printer to a network, configure it securely to prevent unauthorized access. Consider setting up a separate network specifically for printers, segregating them from other devices. This reduces the likelihood of an attacker gaining access to other network resources through the printer. In larger organizations, using network segmentation can provide an added layer of security. 4. Enable encryption: 150 words. Encrypting print jobs and data sent to the printer is another effective security measure. This ensures that even if intercepted, sensitive information cannot be understood without the appropriate decryption key. Most modern printers support encryption protocols like Secure Sockets Layer (SSL) and Transport Layer Security (TLS). 5. Use secure printing: 150 words. Implement secure printing practices, especially for sensitive or confidential documents. Secure printing requires the user to authenticate at the printer before the documents are released. This prevents unauthorized access to printed materials, reducing the risk of sensitive information being left unattended. 6. Implement user access controls: 200 words. Configure your printer to enforce user access controls, limiting the functions that can be performed by different users or departments. Assigning specific permissions and rights ensures that only authorized individuals can access certain printer features, such as scanning or faxing. Regularly reviewing and updating these access controls is crucial, particularly when there are staff changes within the organization. 7. Regularly audit and monitor: 200 words. Monitoring printer activity and conducting periodic audits is crucial in identifying any suspicious behavior or anomalies. Many modern printers contain auditing features that can be enabled to log PR. Inting activities, including details such as user accounts, timestamps, and document names. Regularly reviewing these logs can help detect any potential security breaches or unauthorized access AT. MPTS 8. Dispose of printer properly, 150 words. When disposing of a printer, ensure that all data stored within it is securely erased. Many printers have a built-in option to reset to factory settings, which removes stored data and settings. If your printer does not have this capability, seek guidance from the manufacturer or a professional service to ensure data is irrecoverable. Printer security is a topic that is often overlooked, but it is essential to protect your data from potential threats in today's digital age. With advanced features and connectivity options, printers have become vulnerable to cyber attacks and data breaches. In this article, we have provided practical tips to safeguard your data and enhance printer security. Firstly, it is crucial to keep your printer firmware up to date. Manufacturers release firmware updates periodically to address security vulnerabilities and fix any bugs. By checking for and installing these updates, you can ensure that your printer's security features are up to date. Most modern printers offer options for automatic firmware updates, making this process convenient. Additionally, password protection is vital for printer security. Change the default password on your printer to a strong and unique password. Most printers have a built-in administration panel access via a web interface, allowing you to modify settings and enable security features. Make sure your password meets the recommended guidelines for strong passwords, including a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. When connecting your printer to a network, ensure secure network configuration to prevent unauthorized access. Consider setting up a separate network specifically for printers, segregating them from other devices. This reduces the risk of attackers gaining access to other network resources through the printer. Network segmentation can provide an added layer of security in larger organizations. Enabling encryption is another effective security measure. Encrypt print jobs and data sent to the printer to ensure that even if intercepted, sensitive information cannot be understood without the appropriate decryption key. Most modern printers support encryption protocols like Secure Sockets Layer, SSL, and Transport Layer Security, TLS. Implement secure printing practices, especially for sensitive or confidential documents. Secure printing requires the user to authenticate at the printer before the documents are released. This prevents unauthorized access to printed materials and reduces the risk of sensitive information being left unattended. Furthermore, implement user access controls to limit the functions that can be performed by different users or departments. Configure your printer to assign specific permissions and rights, ensuring